Hey Awaken friends, Chris here, and welcome to Your Flow. This is part of the Energise Series, and this is your grounded sequence. We're going to be going through some tree poses, some folds, and some fun dynamic transitions. If you're not already warmed up, jump into one of our warm-up playlists to get your body ready to come into some nice grounded positions. And please like and subscribe so you can see more of these videos across the channel. And when you're ready, let's get straight into it. Can you come with your shoulders stacking over your wrists? I'm going to come into a tabletop position. And we'll bring our chest open and forward to the front of the room for a nice cow. Dynamically feeling that spine, and exhale as we elongate and dome, arching that spine all the way up, vertebra by vertebra. And inhale, coming forward, collarbones opening. Really just imagine your spine moving as much as it can, as much as it feels nice to. And exhale, coming back through. And this time as we come open, let's bring that breath with us, moving it in and out through our nose. Then exhale, coming back to a child's pose. Maybe the knees are slightly wider here, and head comes down, ground. Inhale, coming up to our tabletop position. And maybe just bringing our feet out if it feels nice to open up so our hips can ground down. Just continuing that nice movement of the spine. And exhale, bringing the toes back together as we move back with our hips and bring our forehead humbly down to the ground. And inhale, coming back to our tabletop position. Knees coming back underneath. And we'll hold here for one breath as we just center in. And imagine a nice string moving from your tailbone, coming all the way up, through the shoulders, through the neck, out of the top of the head, which keeping your spine in this nice, lovely, long line. And walking our hands back, let's just slowly rise up, shoulders roll open, and we come into this kneeling Tadasana. Bringing our right foot forward, let's bring our hands to the inside of the right foot, and we're just going to come into this lizard lunge. Now, as you hold here for a moment, you might want to move around a little bit, feeling the hip socket. Or stillness might be your vibe today. And if it's part of your practice and you kind of enjoy it, coming down onto the forearms and breathing. And you might just gently move that knee around, feeling that hip open up a little bit more. I did a lot of running yesterday, so it feels amazing. Hands coming back underneath the shoulders, pressing back up. Bringing our right knee back to our left. Hold here in our static position, really thinking into that spine as we keep our hands grounded into the ground, and then walk them back and transfer that grounding into our knees as we rise up. Shoulders roll open. We welcome the day. Let's bring this energy through as we move our left foot to the top of the mat. And bringing our hands to the inside. Let's just breathe in one time in this nice long lizard lunge. And if it feels right, bringing your forearms down to the ground and just breathing into the space that you're creating. And feeling your body now as it starts to come into alignment. It's creating this space. Your mind is focusing on every detail. Hands coming back underneath shoulders and pressing back up. Left knee coming back to meet the right. Let's bring our forearms down to the ground this time. Bring our nose through and coming up into a cobra position. And maybe we're rising all the way up and into an upward facing dog with the thighs coming off the ground and feeling strength through our back muscles. And rolling over the toes, coming back up to a downward facing dog. Let's just pedal this out. First dog of the day. And we're in our first inversion of the day. This is the original inversion. Our heart is lower than our hips. And we're just grounding in this nice space. And let's walk our hands all the way back to our feet. And grabbing our elbows here. And just moving around a couple of times for a ragdoll. And then when we find that center position, just forwarding. We find that center position, just folding all the way down. You might have a really nice gentle bend in the knees here to preserve that lower back. Your feet are hip distance apart. And then on the next inhale, rolling vertebra by vertebra, coming up and opening our shoulders and arriving in our Tadasana. And then bringing our hands up so our palms are almost touching, bringing our shoulders back and around, clasp the hands together, right thumb on top of left, and fold forward. Again. And again, that bend in the knees might be perfect for right now. Your arms can be wherever they are. They can be further down your back if that feels better on the shoulders. They can be up to the sky. And then exhale, hands down to the ground and roll back up. And open those shoulders into our Tadasana. Bringing that length through the spine again. Invisible line. Bringing us into alignment. Hands flowing up. And as they come back around this time, we're going to bring our right thumb underneath. So left thumb on top, or alternate clasp, whichever one you did last time, and then hinging at the hips, maybe the beautiful bend in the knees for this nice juicy stretch all the way down. Humble, grateful, grounded. And bending the knees, arms come back through, opening into our Tadasana again. Now you can stay here on the mat. I'll move it to the middle so you can see me a little bit easier. And we're going to plant down into our right foot. We're going to lift our left knee up, opening our left knee to the side of the room. Then we're going to bring our left foot. Now from here, you can either keep your left toes on the ground, have the heel just resting above your ankle. Perfect tree position. That's great. It's centered. It's balance. It's grounding. If you want more, you can bring your left foot up to the calf or bring it higher up into inner thigh. These tights were not designed for tree pose. A bit slippery. So you don't need to press your foot quite as hard as I am into my leg. This is just so it doesn't slide all the way down and looks awkward on camera. But hold here. If you're feeling it today, you can make a little mudra, just putting your index finger just inside your thumb, put it onto your left knee, and then bringing your right arm up, maybe overhead. This is kind of more of a swaying tree. You can keep hands at heart center or bring hands up. Thus. And when you're ready, bringing the hands down and left foot down to the ground, stepping the left foot open and wide. Do it this way so you can see. So we're in a nice wide position. And we're going to do a wide fold. You might want to bend the knees a little bit so they're not hyperextending and hinging at the hips. Bringing that chest right and forward down to the ground. Hands just underneath our shoulders. And hold. Ground in. Feel this introverted space and feel the space that you're creating for yourself. Coming up to our fingertips. Bending our knees as we just rise gently. Bring our hands behind our back. Right thumb on top of left. And fold forward one more time. Down humbly, gratefully, grounding. Hands come back down under our shoulders. As we rise up, bringing our hands up to a nice flying warrior. One time, and stepping back in together. You might be at the back of the mat. You could be anywhere on your mat. This could be a journey for you, stepping everywhere. Whatever feels good. Grounding our left foot into the ground. Feel that through all points of contact there. And then bringing our right foot up again on the ankle, on the calf, or if it's part of your journey, maybe opening up to the side, grabbing that right foot and bringing it up and in. And this side feels more slippery. Let's see if I can get it without sliding my foot everywhere. Kind of. And holding here. I should have done this in shorts. And holding. And again, opening. Same way. Whatever you did on the other side, maybe see if it works on the side. Each side could be different too, as I'm showing with how this foot slides. But bring your hands in to a prayer, if that feels good. Maybe take it up to the sky. And find your grounding balance through your left foot. And then exhale, bringing that down to the ground. Just shake those hips out a little bit. So feeling it. Now stepping the right foot out, maybe both. And we're going to humbly fold down, hinging at the hips, bringing that spine in a nice length and elongation, chest open and proud as we come down, hands underneath, and forward fold down. And then inhale, bending the knees, just gently bringing our hands up, bring our hands behind our back. Remember turning those palms around. Left thumb is on top this time. Knees come back to a straightening position. Maybe not fully straight. If you hyperextend, you might have a micro bend on the knee. And then humbly coming down and grounding in. And inhale, bending the knees, rising our hands up, fingertips up above as we touch. And then coming back to the back of our mat. Inhale, fingertips up to the sky as they touch. Exhaling that breath out through the nose as our hands come through heart center, and then fold at the hips all the way down to the ground. Inhale onto fingertips, halfway lift, maybe below the knees to preserve that back. And exhale, fold forward again. Inhale, walk all the way out to our plank pose. Hold for a moment and bring our knees down to the ground. And let's just gently flow all the way around and start to lie back one vertebra at a time, coming down into your Shavasana. The most grounded of all the positions. Bring your palms up to face the roof. Maybe one hand on heart, one hand on stomach. Whatever feels good for you to dial into your body. And just stay here for a moment. We've been through a range of fun sequences to help you ground in, to find stillness in yourself, to let your mind focus on all parts of your body. It's been a joy flowing with you, connecting into this space, and finding these fun, grounded moments. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day and look forward to seeing you soon. Namaste.